Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to what is round 3 of Series 13 of the Hobie Kayak Fishing Series, which is proudly presented by the team from Daiwa. Nambucca Heads, we are here, and Nambucca Heads has proven itself as a sensational fishery and a wonderful part of the mid-north coast of New South Wales. From early discussions as we were forming the Series 13 calendar to bring Nambucca into the fold, we had been eagerly anticipating this round. A very difficult few weeks for many of the residents on the mid-north coast region in particular, with some fairly horrendous flooding, though our thoughts definitely go out to all of the local residents, and we do hope for a return to normality just as quickly as possible. The team here at the Pelican Caravan Park have certainly been very, very hospitable, and we'd like to have a big shout out and thanks to the team here at the Pelican Park for all of the assistance that they've given us to be able to hold the event here this weekend. Every event that we are fortunate enough to be able to run, I guess, post and still during COVID certainly gives us positivity to be able to move on to the next event. And with that in mind, we will be back here on the mid-north coast of New South Wales in Foster in only a few weeks' time, which is certainly regarded to be the premier yellowfin bream fishery within New South Wales. I'd also like to thank and welcome this weekend the team from Outdoor Pursuits, our dealer in Port Macquarie. We have David and Linda here, and we are only too happy to have you guys along to be part of the Hobie family and the Hobie Fishing Series, not only this year but for many years to come. If any angler is needing any assistance this afternoon, Dave and Linda will be only too happy to give you a hand here with any of the kayak needs. We are also looking forward to this afternoon a visit from Cedric Lopez, one of our anglers that has competed with us over the last few years, and his catering company, the Hangry Wolf. And in conjunction with the team at Mortgage Corp, each of the anglers that are here this afternoon will be a beneficiary of a pretty handy lunch from Cedric. So there's some smoked briskets and the like that we'll all get the opportunity to enjoy. And in particular with that, we must say a huge thanks to Neil Castairs from Mortgage Corp as the sponsor of this round, and in particular for reaching deep to provide lunch for each of the anglers here as well. And in saying that, these events are only possible with the support from our sponsorship group, and in particular Neil and your team from Mortgage Corp here this weekend. Mate, we couldn't be here without you. He's been a long-term advocate not only of the Hobie product but certainly of the Hobie Fishing Series also, and I did see on one of his social media posts just the other day that he's had but nearly a 15-year relationship with the Hobie brand. So thanks very much, Neil. Every bit of support is appreciated. In saying that, our forever loyal series naming rights sponsor Daiwa continues their support into Series 13. We would not obviously be here without them also, but the likes of the balance of our sponsorship network with Lowrance, Power Pole, Strike Pro, Atomic, Pro Lure, Tackle Tactics, and Hobie Polarised, and of course, as we just said, Neil Castairs from Mortgage Corp. We do have a handful of new sponsors this season with the team from East Gippsland Shire Council and Visit East Gippsland, looking after us down in the Victorian region, as well as partnering up with Andrew Eddinghausen from Escape with ET, and of course our good friend Matt Trippett from the Fly program as our men's mental health partner. 54 anglers from across New South Wales, Victoria, ACT and Queensland are here with us this weekend, and they are competing for a host of opportunities within the Hobie Kayak Fishing Series that not only this weekend for cash and prizes, but also entry into the Australian Championships as part of the Hobie Kayak Fishing Series, and also to gain valuable Angler of the Year points towards what is our Hobie Kayak Fishing World Championships. I should also point out and thank the Hobie Fishing team, Jim Barry, the co-tournament director, Brad Sissons, our media and marketing manager, and also my significantly better half, Tamika, who is here helping on scoring this afternoon. First angler we have to the table, I understand, is Brett Crow. Coming up, Crowy. All right, we have one fish for you today, mates, and it sounds as though Nambucca kind of turned it on for a few and made it a bit of a grind for others. But it is fishing.
Yeah. It's a fish.
It is, mate. And that guy is going to lock in at 230 grams, I believe. And we'll get that guy healthily back into the system. Thanks, Brett. All right. Next up, following Brett, we have Andrew Hancox. No stranger to the stage. Shorty's been fishing with us for probably, I don't know, mate, what is it, 6, 7, 8?
6 years.
6 years at least. Mate, nothing wrong with that, and this will certainly set a bit of a standard for today. 3 fish. Moving forward at 1.25, and with a couple of anglers weighed in, clearly in first. All right, matey. All right, yep, thanks, Brad. Yep, so the Lawrence release area, gents, we'll make our way back down onto the jetty if we can, and we'll get a nice safe release area for the fish in underneath the jetty there. Lyndon Briggs, if you could come on up, mate, that'd be great. Now, Lyndon, no stranger to the system. I thought I heard a rumour from a good friend of yours, Luke Kay, to say that you guys might have been fishing up here on and off across the last 15 years.
Yeah, that's true. So I just live 10 minutes away.
Yep.
And we mainly fish upriver,
Yep.
up top of Maxwell there, so it's kind of new down here really.
Yep, but a good mix for...
It's like perfect weather, so I love these conditions, a bit of fresh, a bit of dirty water.
All right, let's see what that is going to do for you today, mate. 3 fish for Lyndon, sitting at 1.13 and in second place at present. All right, mate, thanks a bunch. Ta. So it certainly sounds as though we're having to cycle through a lot of small fish during the day to try and get our bag weights up. Russell Babicule. Now, once again, Russ is no stranger to the tournament scene, and what travel time, mate, to get here for you this weekend?
2 hours.
2 hours, yep, a couple of hours down the way.
Pretty cruisy.
Nice and easy, and you had a pretty cruisy pedal back, you kind of overestimated.
Yeah, I was stuck at about 12:40, I think.
Yeah. All right, 3 pretty handy fish there, mate. Let's see where these guys land you. Now that's more like it, 1.9 kilos. And that is going to take some chasing down. Nice fish, Russ. Well done, buddy. All right, so Russ has set the standard there at 1.9 kilos with Shorty Hancox coming in at 1.25 and Lyndon Briggs rounding out the top 3 at 1.13. Bruce Waterson. Come on up, mate. Now, Bruce has got 1 fish for us today. We had a chat as you came in, mate, and we've said, look, 5 hours is it.
That's my limit.
That's your limit. Now, Bruce does compete with us as part of the Masters division, and I think from what we could see here this weekend, we might have had 5 or 6.
7, eh?
7. Okay, well, there you go. I'm glad you followed that a bit closer than I did. Mate, 1 fish for Bruce at 460 grams. Currently in 4th place, mate, but there is a line as long as your arm out there, and that's definitely going to change.
Thank you.
All right, pleasure, Bruce. Rightio. Luke Kay. Now, mate, you set the standard for speed this morning.
Didn't help me.
It is often your thing. Now, you said you went from the start line to the front,
Yep.
which we followed you down kind of most of the way.
Yeah.
But then you said you made it back up near the Maxwell Bridge.
Oh, the M1 bridge.
The first bridge on this
First
side,
bridge,
yeah.
So it was a big day.
20-something kilometres?
Oh, I reckon it would have been close.
Quite easily. All right, 2 for Luke. Let's see what the miles got him.
Yeah.
Boom, 560 grams. All right, Luke, good on you, mate. We hope to see you back here tomorrow.
Thanks, mate.
All right, so just as the anglers are going through making sure that those fish do get released safely back into the system, they do have a small walk away from the stage here to be able to make sure that that happens. And with a short delay, I'll just round out the top 5 for you here with Russ Babicule setting the standard at 1.9 kilos, Andrew Hancox at 1.25, Lyndon Briggs at 1.13, and then we get below that kilo mark just at present at 0.56 for Luke Kay, and 460 grams in there for Bruce Waterson just at present. I understand that Sean Hill is ready to weigh in also. Come on up, Hilly. Now, we did catch up with Sean briefly today, coming off the back of a maiden win at St George's Basin, and one which obviously, mate, not only you were very pleased about, but there were plenty of us that were very pleased about that for you as well.
Yeah, that's great.
So, mate, really great to see you back, and I'm sure you'll be back up for Foster again in a couple of weeks, fingers crossed.
Yes.
All booked in, ready to go. All right, 3 fish for Sean. Those 3 fish will weigh in at 1.35, and that's still got you in second place at present, buddy.
Right.
All right, mate, well done. Now, we won't go through sort of asking too much about location, technique, lures and those sorts of things on day one. The anglers are often tighter lipped than the fish themselves. Alan Parrish, I believe. Rightio, well, you've got 3. Hey, you're doing the right thing. Now, I see a Sun State Hobie shirt on you there, mate.
Yeah.
You're tied up with that fella Gordon up there, are you?
Yeah, we are.
And we won't say anything more about it than that, will we?
No, we won't.
No, he's a cheeky devil. Mate, 3 fish for you, Al, are going to come in at 880 grams, and you're just on the edge of the top 5, mate. But big shout out to Gordy and the team up there. They do a very, very good job for Hobie and obviously for themselves as part of that Sun State Hobie crew. Gareth, Gareth, come on up, mate. Jim, can you just see if you can just shuffle that weight away out of the middle of the screen? I just can't quite get all this. There we go. Rendell Goodhue. That's better. Thanks, Jimbo. All right. There are 3 in there. Just made it. Yep. All right. 3 for Gareth, representing the team up in Queensland. Smack on a kilo and level pegging in 5th place, buddy. Good on you. Thank you. All right, chasing Gareth is another of the Queensland team. Rightio, Wade. Mate, a tougher day at the office than what you would have liked, mate.
Yeah, I've got probably 15 for the day, but only the one legal.
Like 220 grams,
Yeah.
220, 230 mil, and a heap to try and cycle through.
24, 24, 24.
And more of the same. All right, Wade, 1 fish for you there this afternoon, mates. That guy's coming in at a neat 300 grams, and mate, 3 for you tomorrow, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope so.
Rightio, bloke. All right, Dave Hedge. Hedgie, I thought we were going to do the miles and get the smiles this weekend, mate.
No, mate, no. I did the miles, but you
Yep.
get the smile.
Oh, look, you still had a great day out on the water nonetheless. You had a bit of a laugh and a joke with the boys.
Yeah, I think I must have caught about 14 million flathead. Caught more flathead this weekend, I think I had them a lot.
Well, mate, fingers crossed you might find 1 or 2 for a feed at some stage. Hedgie, 330 grams, and tomorrow is a new day.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dave. Ta, mate. All right, it looks like the queue is coming back on board down there. Jesse Thompson. Oh, sorry, Mark Thompson. My apologies. Thanks, Jimbo. 3 fish. Now, you did say you had your 3, mate, so good to see. Now, are you prepared to tell us in which direction, at least?
Went up.
Went up? Yep. And just sort of edge bite, deep bite?
A bit of both.
Bit of both.
Bit of both.
Very, very broad response. Rightio, 3 fish for Mark. Those 3. 1.17 and currently sitting in 4th place, mate. All right, 3 more tomorrow. All right. I don't believe it. Mitch Madison. Come on up, champ. Now, mate, this has become, I guess, more of a style of fishing in the last 12 months that you've sort of grown accustomed to.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot more sort of up on the northern parts of New South Wales and sort of near the Queensland border.
Yes.
A lot of the same style of fishing, a lot of structure. That looks like it's done you well, mate.
I think we found fish.
All right, Matto, here we go. 3 fish for Mitch. 1.55 and currently sitting in 2nd place. All right.
Thank you.
Pleasure, buddy. Now, I should have asked, and I haven't as yet, but don't forget that you do also have the opportunity to weigh for big brim. As it would stand at the moment, if we've got some of those 1 fish bags, that's kind of where they're sitting. So if you do have a fish in there that you'd like to have a look at as an individual weighted fish for big brim, do let me know. Heath Hardcastle. All right, he's on his way up. Now, Heath has got 2 for us this afternoon and proudly representing for the team at Outdoor Pursuits.
Yep.
How was the day, fella?
Slow to start off with, but
Yeah, you managed to sort of find something as it went on.
yeah, spotted another angler and he helped me out, so that was good.
It's always nice, isn't it? I mean, whether it's one of your mates or just somebody else that you sort of come across on the water, it is a very sharing community.
Yeah, no.
It's still a tournament, it's still a competition, but at the end of the day, if you can help a mate. Pete, 2 for Heath. Those 2 are 750 grams, and you're inside the top 10 in 9th place.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you, buddy. Rightio, moving through them, but that line does not seem to be getting any shorter. Stuart Kennedy. Come on up, mate. Now, Stu, I've got 2 for you in the bag. There are 2 in there, and a bit of a grind as well, I understand.
It was a definite struggle.
Mate, that's why they keep calling it fishing and not catching, right? All right. 2 for Stu. 560 grams. All right, mate. Let's see if we can rinse and repeat tomorrow, but we'll bring us an extra one. All right. Looks like the third member of the team from Outdoor Pursuits is Jared Fansett. Now, mate, you've had plenty going on in your world.
Yes.
I was up doing the setup with Dave there a couple of months back, and you were like right on it. It's like, right, there's going to be a Hobie store in Port. I want to be part of it.
Yeah,
so I understand you've been giving Dave a bit of a hand here and there.
Definitely, yeah. Been helping him out here and there.
Yep,
For sure.
which is great to see, and obviously got a handful of the guys all wrapped up in their Outdoor Pursuits jerseys, mate. They do look fantastic. All right, one fish for Jared, 420 grams, and let's see if we can't turn that into 3 for tomorrow.
Cheers, mate.
All right, well done, Jared. All right, next up we have Guy Struthers. Made the trip down from Queensland. He has got 3 in the bag. And dare I say that these are a little like Gold Coast bream.
They are indeed. Actually, it's probably smaller than Gold Coast bream.
Yeah, look, after the Worlds up there, like we did see some pretty handy fish coming out of the Gold Coast.
Fish there, they're just very
You've
smart.
got to cycle your way through them. 3 fish for Guy. And those 3 at 890 grams, but inside the top 10 at 8 at present. All right, thanks, Guy. Cheers, matey. All right, Tyson Hayes. Now, I believe that Tyson has 2 for us.
I do.
You do? Mate, here we were talking about the Worlds, and you've got the jersey on.
Yep.
So it was a hell of an event, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good.
It's one that I look back on very, very favourably. I had a great time, met a great bunch of people, and it's just another avenue that sort of comes as an offshoot from what we do here as part of the regular fishing series. So 2 fish for Tyson. 101 and in 7th place at present, mate. Now, did you want to weigh that other fish that's in there for big bream? Because we don't have a big bream on the board as yet.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll have a look at him.
It was floating upside down.
Mate, unfortunately it's not the first we heard of that, but they're... All right, Jim, big bream. Let's have a look and see where this guy gets us. Fairly healthy, 640 grams, and I think that is our leader at the moment. Yep, it is. Right, you go and grab him out of there, mate. So don't forget that opportunity to weigh that big bream is worth some dollars. So if you do have one in the bag that you want to weigh, please do let me know. All right, next to the table, with 1 fish, is Alex Jurglet. All right, Alex, you're here as part of our first-timer entry, I understand.
Yep, something to do.
Mate, why not? So where do you hail from?
Stroud.
Stroud, okay, so slightly inland.
Yeah. So bass fishing over the weekend.
Yep. And so salt for us this weekend, and normally you do a lot more bass.
Yeah.
All right, but 1 fish for Alex. That 1 fish is 370 grams. And mate, we hope to see you with 3 of those guys for us tomorrow.
Hopefully. Cheers,
All right, mate, well done. All right, a few more guys on the table there by the looks of things. Just confirming some measurements, which seems to be the process here this week, and you're going to cycle through a lot of some of the smaller yellowfin in the system. So it's there might be a lot of 240, 245. We're trying to get to that 260 gram mark. We want to make sure, 260 millimetre mark, which is 10 mil above the New South Wales state legal limit. We'll give you a quick wrap up on the top 5. Russell Babacule still leads the way with 1.9 kilos. Chased down by Mitch Madison in 2nd place with 1.55. Sean Hill, our winner from St George's Basin, rounding out the top 3 with 1.35. Andrew Hancox with 1.25. And Mark Thompson rounds out the top 5 anglers with 1.17 kilos. I understand that I have Ralph Erickson coming up to the table. Mate, it is good to see you back doing some tournaments with us. It's been too long for a lot of us, and where have you been? What have you been doing?
Just Lloydie and Pedro just haven't got organised.
Well, mate,
And I've got 50 more points than they have.
you're going to
right
have
now.
to crack the whip. All right, mate, 1 fish for Ralph. That 1 fish is 470 grams. And, mate, so I look forward to seeing you having a bite to eat with us this afternoon, and back on stage again tomorrow.
Driving back to Corp.
Rightio. Next up, we have Mark Knight, who is also competing as part of our Masters division. Mark has got 2 for us this afternoon. And, mate, where did we find you today?
Over there and up there.
All right, so a couple of 100 metres either side of the start line. All right, Mark, 2 for you. Those 2 will weigh in at 760 grams, just outside the top 10 in 11th at present.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. All right, I can still probably see at least 25 odd anglers down here in the line, though next to the table. Nope, we have a small time out. You're right, Lex, it won't be a second. There we go. All right, so it is Lex Irwin that is next to the table. Lex would appear to have his 3 fish, also as part of our Masters division. And mate, I think as we caught up with you this morning, we were up there in the early part of the morning, and we got a couple of really good snaps of you weighing that first fish. We won't disclose, of course, where you were. We're just going to leave that alone. But I'm really pleased to see that you found your 3rd, mate.
I lost another bigger one after you left.
Oh, you're kidding. It is the story of fishing. All right, 3 for Lex. All right, 1.09, and that is currently 7th place and well within striking distance at the minute. But you're welcome to have a look at it. That's what it's here to do. I think we were chasing 600 and...
That's 5.
All right, we'll just have a quick look, Jim, if you don't mind. We're going to have a look at a big brim, and that guy is... You're about right, mate, 540. A little bit outside. All righty, no worries at all, mate. Well, 3 more tomorrow. Sensational. All right, following on from Lex, I believe we have Warren Cossell. Now, Warren's got 3 for us, and dare I say, mate, I expect absolutely no less from you. But another one of our Queensland competitors, which, mate, we are really pleased to see you guys making the effort. So,
mate, it's good to attend.
yeah, and let me do say thank you on behalf of all the team from Hobie Fishing to make all of the guys that do make the effort to get along to these events. All right, 3 for Warren. Those 3 at 1.02, inside the top 10 in 8th place. Well done, matey. All right, following on is Jason Meach. Now, Meachy does have 3 for us. And, mate, I have no doubt that you were cycling through fish after fish after fish.
I reckon I caught 30 fish.
30 odd fish, you reckon? Yep.
And missed so many, like, it is what it is.
Just keep doing
I'm just
it.
all small, you know.
Yeah. Rightio, 3 fish for Jace, day 1. Get up over that. 1.13, inside the top 10, in 7th. And you know that you want to be inside that top 10.
Thanks, Chris.
Well done. Thanks, Meachy. All right, we are slowly cycling through. Terry Grimmer. Come on up, buddy. 3 fish for Tez. Now, mate, when we caught up yesterday, it just, I guess, in and around that sort of pre-fish, and we're sort of having a bit of a chat, it was guaranteed 3 fish for you today.
It was.
Hey?
It was.
Mate, I know you study and study and study, and there's a lot of guys out there, you know, that we can call ourselves fishos, mate, but I think you take on the term of an angler. You really do just try and work this out to the nth degree. And hopefully this is going to hand you a good result, mate. 3 fish for Terry, 1.14 in 6th, and a little bit of work to do tomorrow, mate, but
Definitely hard grind.
I know that you'll be there for it.
Thank you.
Well done, Tess. All right, the smiling Dan Walter. Come on up, bud. 2 fish for Dan. And mate, one of these days we're going to have to get that old compatriot of yours back to fishing.
Should do, shouldn't we?
Hey, what are we going to do? How are we going to find him? Heard a rumour?
I heard a rumour.
All right. Well, it's not about him right now. It's all about you.
Yeah.
2 fish for Dan. Those 2 fish. 590 grams. It's amazing, isn't it? There, just got to pump them up a bit bigger. There, no, it sounds like it's the state of play. Jesse Thompson, if you are up, 3 fish for Jesse. Now, as we were buzzing around, we were sort of coming back from our last run up the mouth of the system. We saw you tucked over against the trees, and I think Jim was like, fish on, fish on.
I heard him.
So, no, mate, you've got to stay concentrating. We're going to get these on the scale nice and quick. 3 for Jesse. Those 3, now here we go, 1.25 kilos, smack in 5th place. Mate, every gram is going to count this weekend. We're looking at this leaderboard, so let's see if you can do that all over again tomorrow, mate. Raymond Cooper. Come on up, Ray. 2 fish. Now, mate, it is always a pleasure to see you along to these things. I think we spoke there down at Nico, and then you're working hard, and you were really wanting to make...
get to St George's Basin, but just didn't make it.
No, mate, it's you can't be everywhere all the time. But mate, if you could have found a third one of those,
I know, it would have been nice.
these guys are going all right. All right, 2 fish for Ray. Getting back up to that 860 gram mark, mate, and you're well inside the top 20. You're in 16th at present. Well done. Thanks, Ray. All right, so just a really quick wrap up. We are still super tight inside that top 10. Russ Babacule is well out in front at the moment at 1.9. Mitch Madison 155. Sean Hill 135. Inside the top 4, we do have it tied up at 1.25 kilos with Andrew Shorty Hancox and Jesse Thompson. Though we do have Carl State with us. Mate, you knew you were going to get your 3. You said it last night. I didn't doubt you for a moment. Let's have a look at these guys, buddy. 3 fish for Carl. Locking it in at 1.25, and we currently have 3 anglers all tied up on the same weight. Now, 600 and something odd grams we're chasing. Do you want to have a look at him?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
No, he's not.
No, we're going to leave it. Rightio. Good on you, Carl. Thank you very much. So, Jim, we're chasing down about 640 grams, I believe, at the moment. So, if anybody does have something that's looking a little bit better than that, make sure we bring it up for Big Brim. Tony Petty. Mate, I don't think anybody has travelled further this particular weekend, mate. I think it was some 14 hours on the road for Tone. We had a chat on Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And it was, I think I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I think I'll go.
So, mate, these are good fish.
They're all right, aren't
Yeah, they're handy. This is well worth the 14 hours. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a good look at this. We are going to smash the 2 kilo mark. Tony Petty. Get up. No, not short. 1.92. You're just ahead of Russ. But, mate, tomorrow's a new day. Let's see you do that all over again. But we are going to have a look at one of those. Well done, Tones. That's really good work, champ. All right. Now, if you do need to have a look at one of those other ones, we can do that as well. So, Tony Petty, Big Brim, we're chasing 640 grams. We're over that at 680. So, currently not only in first place overall, but we also have Big Brim. Did you want to cycle through one of those and have a look? Oh, I think this has got that. Yep. All right, we'll look after him, mate. Well done, Tones. Great day on the water, buddy. Sensational. All right, Brendan Pichel, coming up, buddy. 3 fish for Brendo. Again, mate, not too far to travel for you. Certainly nowhere near as far as the basin. And you clearly managed to make it home after all of that rain up here.
Took 2 days.
2 days to get home from St George's Basin. Mate, a little bit more like home?
Yeah, a little
Fishing,
bit. Yeah,
a little
I
bit?
can't catch fish here either. So.
Look, you know, you're telling me lies. All right, 3 fish for Brendo. We have, keep climbing, 1.61. And that is going to put Brendan up inside the top 5. Well, you can, mate, absolutely. This is your time to shine. Let's have a look and see what you got. So we're chasing 680 grams. You're currently in 3rd there. All right, we're chasing down 680. Let's have a look, mate. Oh, 890 grams every day of the week.
That was worth it.
That was well worth it. All right, well done, buddy. You got hold of him. Sensational. Good fish. All right, so we're certainly getting back down to the back end of the line. Pine Ross, coming up, champ. Or stage name, Pine Ross. We've been over this a few times before, haven't we?
Yeah.
All right. 1 fish for Pine.
Yeah.
And not a bad model, mate. If you could have turned that into a couple more.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, but it is fishing. So here we go. 1 fish, 660 grams. And just outside that top 20, mate.
No worries.
All right,
Thank you.
let's see you turn that around tomorrow. And keeping in mind too, ladies and gentlemen, is that as part of this weekend, our good friend Neil Castells from Mortgage Corp has kicked in a $500 cash prize for our monster mover. So the biggest weight difference between day 1 and day 2, Neil's kicked in a sensational prize there of $500. So Dougie Baker, given the fact that you've got 3 for us today, mate, I don't know that you are going to be that guy tomorrow. But it is a genuine pleasure to see. I'm trying to say, mate, you're not going to have a problem because I don't know that you're going to get the monster mover tomorrow because these look like three pretty good fish. Mate, it's really, really great to see that number 3 next to your name, my friend. 3 fish for Doug. A neat kilo. Inside the top 20 in 17th. A little bit of work to do to chase down Tony and Russ, mate, but we hope to see you tomorrow. All right, Justin Pugh, come on up, champ. One very handy looking fish. Do you have the legs to knock off Brendan there at 890 grams? All right, let's have a look. All right, Justin Pugh, one fish. Ah, big brim, 910. Very well done, mate. And I tell you what, if he had all of his dorsal fin there, he'd actually be a little heavier. Rightio, mate, well done. Let's see if we can turn that into 3 for you tomorrow. I see Francis Di Martina. Francis has 3 for us today. You're chasing down 1.93 kilos to take the lead. That's still a very good bag of fish.
It's not bad.
Hey,
Yeah.
quite achiever.
Yeah, it was a long day though.
Says little, does lots. All right, let's have a look at this, mate. 3 fish, Francis Di Martina. Climbing, 1.73. Currently in 3rd. Now, is there one in there that you want to have a look at, mate?
No, I don't think you need.
No, you're happy with that?
Yeah.
All right, mate, great result to be inside the top 3. Well done. All right, next to the weigh table with only a handful to go, we have Bradley Hart. Now, we did see Brad down at St George's Basin with us a couple of weeks ago, which in a knife's edge finish you managed to take 3rd. So, mate, this is certainly a lot closer to home, a little bit more familiar.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, hailing from Harrington, which we had a bit of a chat about, whether it was yesterday or early this morning.
Yes.
So, mate, 3 fish for Brad. Let's see where they land you, mate. 1.13 in a very busy part of the field in 14th place at present. All right, mate, well done. Good effort today. All right, and it pleases me greatly to say Cullen Di Martina is coming up next, and there is no time penalty against his name. It sounds like that's a record that we keep playing, mate, and I don't mean to keep sort of giving you too much grief about it, but if we don't, I'd hate to see you miss out. All right, 3 fish for Cullen, representing the team at Hunter Water Sports. A very, very healthy 1.49 kilos, well within striking distance, 6th place. Well done, Carl. Thanks, buddy. Rightio. Here we go, Daryl Sellis. 2 fish for Daryl. Mate, you're going to tell me a fisherman's tale and there was the one that got away? At least it wasn't the one that got away sort of as you were getting them out of the live well. It was just, no? No, good, right. Sorry, I won't put words into your mouth. All right, 2 fish for Daryl. Mate, if you could have turned that into 3, that would have been a handy day. 850 grams, Jim. All right. Well done, buddy. Thank you very much. Okay, who have we got? Glenn Allen. All right, Glenn tells me that he has 1. Buddy. Mate,
Chocker.
look.
Couldn't keep the hooks in it.
No, okay. Drop after drop after drop. Mate, I know that you have the ability to bounce back from this. 1 fish for Glenn. 330 grams. Mate, let's see about that monster mover for tomorrow, buddy. All right, well done. All right. Zachary Morozov. Now, Zach is part of the team from another of our Hobie dealers based up in Sydney at the Australian Bass Angler. G'day, Pete, if you happen to be out there watching, mate, but I'm sure you are hard at work. He would be hard at work, wouldn't he? All right, 2 fish, Zach Morozov. 720 grams. And, mate, just outside the top 30, so a little bit of work to do tomorrow, my friends. All right, ripping through them. Next to the table, Richard King. And that is 3, mate. Well done. Mate, it certainly seems as though getting the 3, getting the hooks to stick and bringing them to the table today isn't as easy as it sounds.
Oh, you've got to filter through the small ones.
Mate, it looks like you certainly got through a fair handful of them. This is going to be well inside the top 5, I would like to think. Richard King, 1.67 in 4th place. And mate, it's all yours for the taking tomorrow. Well done, champ. Great effort. Andrew Deeth. Mate, I want to say current world champion.
Definitely current.
Current world champion. Mate, thanks for making the effort to come up. It's a bit of a hike. It's a real effort for all the anglers to make their way up. One fish for Deethy today, and that one fish will wind you in at 620 grams. And mate, bit of work to do tomorrow, but it's another day.
Still in.
All right, well done, Deethy. Thank you very much. But a couple to go. Chris Simmons, come on up, buddy. All right, Chris has also entered as part of our first timer division. You have one for us.
One, let's start.
Mate, one's better than none.
That's it.
And mate, where have you come from?
Penrith.
Penrith, rightio. So you're travelling up with Zach and the guys up that way? Yep. And Pete looks after you there at the Bass Angler? Yep, sensational. All right, one fish for Chris is 380 grams. A little bit of work to do tomorrow, mate. So only 1.55 kilos off the lead. Sensational, mate. Thank you very much. All right, we have a handful to go. I would say that Alan Lister, my friend, you are next to the weigh table. And most importantly, you do have 3 next to your name. Now, you were doing a bit of pedalling on that last 150, 200 metres, mate.
Yeah.
But you're here, and you're here with some handy fish. Now, Al, these 3 for you today, we're not going to talk about where and why and how. But that's a really good result, mate. 1.59 kilos, just outside the 5 in 6th. Mate, that is yours for the taking tomorrow.
Had over 2 kilos in the bag about an hour ago, but I lost one that weighed a kilo.
Oh, you're kidding.
Only barely managed to replace him.
You're going to go and find him tomorrow, though. Let's see him tomorrow for sure. Mate, well done, Al. That's really, really handy. All right, I can't believe that I'm saying it. Gordon Gammy, you don't be cheeky. I'm watching you. 2 fish for Gordy. Mate, you had a bit of a mission this weekend.
Yep.
Between you and Jacko, it's a
Just to beat Jack.
it's always a bit of fun and frivolity.
It is.
Mate, 2 fish for Gordo. Great to see you on stage, mate. 1.11 kilos, inside the top 20 and 18th. And I haven't seen that young fella of yours weigh in yet.
Might be.
All right, I did say before the weigh-in that your 2 were going to beat his 3. All right, Tom Mclean with 2, my friend.
1.5, really.
Yeah, 1.5. It's look, it's good to see some some of the little fish in the system. You know that the system's healthy. They're going to grow into bigger fish. I hope that makes you feel better.
There's a lot of them.
Cycling through them. 770 grams for Tom. And mate, let's we'll have a chat over the barbecue later on. Josh Carpenter, 3 fish. Mate, how did you find the day? What's news on the water?
I would have loved to have had a pre-fish yesterday, just to know
okay.
the tide's a bit better.
Yep.
Like, I caught them early, and then as soon as that dirty water hit, the bite kind of stopped.
Just stopped off, so then you've got to rinse and repeat, try and do something new.
Tomorrow morning I'll try and hit them hard while that water's still clear,
Yep.
and I'll get an extra hour tomorrow. So.
Mate, you will. Everyone will get a better slice of the pie, hopefully. 3 fish for Josh, 1.32, smack on 10th place, and well within striking. Rightio, thanks Josh. Always good to see you, mate. Mr. Morley of the Simon variety, coming up, 3 fish. Now, mate, when we caught up with you earlier, there was a little bit of traffic in the corridor where you were. And I understand that traffic was pretty well there most of the day.
Yeah.
Yep. But you got to be in it to win it, and every cast has got to count. Mate, you look like you've had a cracking day on the water. 3 fish. Simon Morley. 2.27 kilos. Mate, look, you continue to do it. I'm not going to sing your praises because everyone else does.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look at one of those? You are chasing down 910 grams.
I don't think so.
If you don't do it, you never know. You can do 2.
At the top one time.
Maybe not at once. Mate, they're really good looking fish. All right, Simon Morley, big brim, chasing 910 grams. Oh, bounce back either side. Did you want to have a look at the other one? I think this guy looks like he's got that guy, but it's entirely up to you, champ.
No, that guy's bigger.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm well done, mates, and a clear leader at present, cracking that 2 kilo mark at 2.27 kilos. All right, so Jack Gammy, 3 fish. You are chasing 2.28 kilos for the lead. And if you're not chasing down Simon, you've got to beat the old boy.
Well, I was
Well,
going to say, how do you follow that up?
mate, you chose to stand behind him. I tell you what, it's I don't know. He is the son of a fisherman, so he is very handy, mate. Look, good to see you. 3 fish for Jack. Those 3 fish weighing in at 1.29 kilos. I'm sure you've got Dad on day 1 there at the moment, mate, but I've got a funny feeling he's going to chase you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Rightio, and if that is it, I believe that we have all anglers weighed in, and we will give a quick wrap-up of the top 10. So, in first place, Simon Morley from New South Wales, a clear leader at 2.27 kilos. Tony Petty in second, our one of 2 Victorian entrants at 1.92 kilos. Russ Babacule, you are in third at 1.90. Francis DiMartina, a very solid performance at 1.73 kilos for fourth. Richard King, 1.67 for fifth. We then have Brendan Pichel from New South Wales, 1.61. Alan Lister from the ACT, 1.59. Mitch Madison has been pushed back into 8th place with 1.55. Cullen DiMartina, 1.49 inside the top 10. And Sean Hill, the winner of our St George's Basin round, in 10th place at 1.35 kilos. So as you can see with the fish weighed in today, tomorrow is a new day and anything is possible for all of the anglers. So we look forward to seeing you on the water for our 7 a.m. start or just before. And from the team at Hobie Fishing, we will see you soon. Thank you very much.